How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. From human reptilian hybrids to alien bodyguards caught shapeshifting into their true form. We take a look at some mysterious shapeshifters caught changing on camera. But just quickly before we get into it, remember to hit that subscribe button for more awesome mysterious content just like this.
In 2012, this video was posted online that appears to show a reporter's face melting on live TV. The reporter was covering a story about a drunk off-duty police officer who began beating staff of a restaurant after they refused to serve him more alcohol. Everything seems normal right up until the end of the video when the reporter begins to fumble his words. As he does, something strange starts happening to his face. Many people believe that this footage proves that there are indeed shapeshifters living among us. Mysterious beings, possibly even aliens, that have the ability to disguise themselves as humans. One theory suggests that these shapeshifters are actually descendants of reptilian beings from the Alpha Draconis star system. The theory, which is mainly credited to former BBC television sports broadcaster and conspiracy theorist David Icke, suggests that these creatures are a result of human-reptilian breeding programs that have been taking place on Earth for at least 200,000 years. Many believe Icke's theories to be true. He has supporters in nearly 50 countries and often lectures to large crowds. In fact, a 2013 poll of Americans conducted by Public Policy Polling indicated that 4% of all registered voters actually believed in David Icke's ideas. He also claims that these human-reptilian hybrids often obtain positions of power in human society, and then use their power to secretly manipulate global events. They supposedly do this to keep humans in a state of constant fear. The hybrids then feed off the negative energy that is created. The reason that these beings are thought to be unrecognizable is that they possess the ability to shapeshift into human form. Occasionally, this camouflage capability malfunctions, allowing us to see them in their true form. Possibly the most well-known figure thought to be a human-reptilian hybrid is the Queen of England. In fact, Icke has suggested that the entire royal family could be hybrids. This video is believed by many to show evidence that the Queen is indeed reptilian. If you zoom in on her left eye, you can see that it looks very strange indeed. While the official explanation was that her eye was bloodshot, believers insist that this was actually her camouflage malfunctioning. These reptilian shapeshifters are not only said to disguise themselves as world leaders, but many celebrities are also thought to be hybrids. This video, uploaded to Marino Delfino's YouTube channel in 2015, shows an excerpt from a Katy Perry interview. While everything seems normal at first, if you slow down the footage, you can actually see that for a brief second her pupils appear to resemble those of a lizard. While several skeptics have noted that it may be little more than a special effect, the video still evokes an uneasy feeling. What do you think? Could it actually prove that reptilian shapeshifters are infiltrating human society, or is it just a simple hoax? Love to get your thoughts on this one in the comments section below. In September 2018, this very strange video was uploaded to Pagoda Dream TV4's YouTube channel. While waiting in a cinema for a film to begin, an audience member begins recording a couple arguing a few rows in front of them. The woman grows increasingly distressed and stands up from her seat. Her boyfriend too stands up, and as he does, the woman appears to take on his form. The shapeshifter then touches the man, who immediately faints. The shapeshifter lowers him to the floor before grabbing a bag and heading for the exit. The man, who now appears to have totally white eyes, lies motionless in the aisle as the remaining moviegoers rush for the doors. A short time later, an usher attempts to wake the man. He immediately stands up and runs for the door. The camera person follows and manages to catch the man running from the theatre and down the hallway. Strangely, if you slow the footage down, at the 27-second mark you can actually see another woman walking up the steps of the theatre past the arguing couple, who appears to look identical to the woman fighting with her boyfriend. Is it possible that this video actually shows a real shapeshifter stealing the identity of another person? If so, could it also be possible that the shapeshifter stole the identity of the woman seen walking up the aisle as well? Without further information, it's difficult to know for sure. This video, uploaded to AKA Metaphysics YouTube channel in 2016, again shows what many people believe to be a slip in the camouflage of a reptilian shapeshifter. This time it's pop princess Britney Spears, who appears to be having trouble maintaining her disguise. Similar to the clip of Katy Perry, there's a split second where Spears' pupils look like those of a lizard. While the change is difficult to notice at first, once the footage is slowed down it becomes obvious. Could Britney Spears really be a human-reptilian hybrid descended from aliens from the Alpha Draconis star system? We'll leave it up to you to decide on this one. In 2009, Nigerian police arrested a goat on suspicion of attempted armed robbery. The goat was captured by vigilantes who were chasing two men that had attempted to steal a Mazda 323. They claimed that one of the men escaped while the other used black magic to transform into a goat. After the goat was taken into police custody, a statement was issued in which the spokesperson said, "One of them escaped while the other turned into a goat. We can't confirm the theory, but the goat is in our custody. We can't base our information on something mystical. It's something that has to be proved scientifically that a human being turned into a goat." Belief in witchcraft is widespread in many African countries, including Nigeria, where it's thought that magicians possess the power to turn themselves into certain animals. What do you think? Was this the work of a magical shapeshifter, or was it simply a case of mistaken identity? This bizarre footage was taken from an episode of Border Patrol. A man is stopped by security at the Canadian border, and just as he's told that he can't enter Vancouver because he has a prior criminal conviction, his eyes mysteriously start to change. They appear to be normal right up to the moment he's refused entry. Then, almost as if the stress and tension of the situation is too much, they change. Again, his eyes look very similar to those of a reptile. The man covers his face with his hands, seemingly out of frustration. However, when he removes them, his eyes are normal once more. Some viewers have suggested that he covered his face in an attempt to hide his unwanted transformation. Some also think that the real reason that he was refused entry into Canada was that the government already was aware of his true identity. What do you think caused the man's eyes to suddenly change? Is it little more than a camera malfunction, or could it actually be cause for alarm? This footage was captured at the 2012 US-Israel Policy Conference. As president for the American-Israel Public Affairs Committee, Lee Rosenberg introduces US President Barack Obama, he appears to start shapeshifting. Rosenberg's face suddenly looks sunken and gaunt, and his nose grows long and pointy. He then smiles, revealing sharp, pointy teeth. Soon after this footage aired, rumours began circulating that Rosenberg might actually be a shape-shifting vampire, and that for a brief moment the camera had actually managed to capture him in his true form. There is certainly no denying that this footage is very strange. Even if the apparent transformation of Rosenberg's face was caused by a camera malfunction or changes in lighting, it's difficult to explain why he clearly appears to have pointy teeth. Before we get to that number one spot and take a look at some footage of former President Barack Obama's bodyguards shape-shifting, remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on channel notifications. That way you'll be completely up to date with all our latest content. Bizarrely, Lee Rosenberg's mysterious shapeshifting wasn't the strangest thing caught on camera at the 2012 US-Israel Policy Conference. As US President Barack Obama gives his speech, two men can be seen standing in the aisles. The men are likely part of the US Secret Service or Israeli security, and both look normal as the camera watches them from front on. However, sometime later, another camera catches a shot of the two men from side on, and this time it's obvious that something's not quite right with one of the men. If you zoom in and take a closer look, you can see that the man doesn't seem to have any ears. His nose looks short and rounded and his chin extended. His eyes also appear to be dark and sunken. Many believe that this footage proves that the US is in collusion with an alien race, shapeshifters intent on controlling the world's population. It's been theorized that the alien bodyguard may well have gone unnoticed in the dark theater if it wasn't for one of the cameras that managed to get a better view. Others think that this was yet another example of a shapeshifter briefly caught in its true form. What do you think? Could there really be shapeshifters living among us? Are they an intelligent race of reptilian beings from the Alpha Draconis star system, or could they actually be creatures that have always lived on Earth? Ones that continue to use their mysterious shapeshifting abilities to remain hidden from us humans.
If you've got a hankering for more mysterious footage, check out this playlist right there. Leave us a comment down below letting us know what you thought of this video, or hit that thumbs up button. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.